Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex here, and today we're taking a look at my top 16 toys and action figures of 2016. I collect a little bit of everything, so you're going to see a lot of different brands in here, a lot of different scales, just because I like to collect it all. Now, I did do this part on Galactic Gumbo, and that showed aired on Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is in video form, so if you want to go check that out, and the rest of the guys on Galactic Gumbos, while we go through our list of top 16, you can do that. For you guys that wanted to see like mine individually or a little bit closer, I also made one change because I forgot a certain figure came out in 2016, so I had to bump 16 out of there, insert him in, so I've done that here on this list. So I'm going to start off with number 16. We'll go ahead and get into it. It's going to be the DC Icons Harley Quinn. Now, the reason why I picked her over some of the other Icon figures that I actually like better, like I think the paint and sculpt and everything on Firestorm is better than Harley Quinn. As far as the character goes, I like Superman better than Harley Quinn, but I didn't like the quality on him. The reason I selected her is because when she appeared in Batman the Animated Series, this was the way she looks. And the Icon series is to make these characters look like they would in modern day. So instead of giving her that Suicide Squad look or giving her that Arkham series look, they went with the traditional cartoon series, and you can kind of just see that it looks fantastic. There's a lot of nice paint apps in there as well. You can see there's a lot of detail here in her weapon. I think she comes with a few extra things though, but this is just kind of the way I have her posed on the shelf. I think it looks really good, and you can see that nice face sculpt and paint job. So very cool line that I like to collect, so thought I'd go ahead and show you that. Alright, so the next, going to be 15 on my list. Everyone on well, I think Chris had it a little bit lower as well, but instead of getting the entire giant robot here, I'm just going to grab the head portion here, and that is Takara Fort Max. This guy, like Rick said on Galactic Gumbo, this guy has probably some of the coolest electronics with all the voice changing and stuff. I guess I took the batteries out of that, but still have the batteries on this, so whenever you like pull this down, you can see the eyes there too. So some light up features, some you know, sounds and noises and stuff. He's got some nice paint on here, but the real prize is the big bot, and I mean, it's Fort Max. You know, I really like this figure. So, and I am a Transformer fan, even though, you know, I always joke about not really being a Transformer fan. But, you know, he had to be number 15 just because I kind of treasure all these, and I like all these brands, and I selected them based on character. Probably that weighed on me about 70% the individual character, and then 30% was how great of the quality of the figure it was and how much it impressed me. So just the character itself, you know, kind of outweighed everything else. All right, so for number 14, this is actually part of a 4-pack. So I guess I'll just, you know, say the 4-pack, but this is the NECA Shredder and Foot Clan 4-pack New York Comic-Con exclusive. This is the one that went with those NECA turtles that came out several years ago, that if you wanted to try to pick up, you know, the authentic ones, you know, they are quite expensive now. And they also did, I think, an exclusive 4-pack where they were white and black. But you know, finally getting the bad guys here. These guys look incredible. You can see all the little lines on him and all the little scuffs and stuff. So looks like it jumped out of the comics. I really like this, and you know, Shredder's one of those iconic villains, I think, in my opinion. So you know, him with the rest of the Foot Clan around him really looks impressive on the shelf next to those NECA turtles. All right, the next one, it's a little bit larger figure. Let's see if we can move up here and kind of try to catch it all here. You can see some of the other things here in the background, but that's going to be the Play Arts Kai Batgirl. This is from the Arkham series. I like it. I like the paint on it. The face is not my favorite, but she does come with quite a few accessories. You can see there's a lot of nice wash on here. Same thing, you know, back here. You have to kind of do the cape this way because of the way the stand is, which is a little annoying, but it works. I basically selected this based on, you know, I think it was cool to have a taller figure of Batgirl, other than, you know, just 6-inch figures and stuff like that. Also, the fact that it's Batgirl, you know, I love the character, so that's why she actually made it on the number 13 here. So, all right, so this one is going to be number 12, and it is Marvel Legends Wolverine from X-Men, and I was a big fan of the Fox Kids, I believe it was Fox Kids, you know, cartoon series back in the 90s, the Jim Lee design, Wolverine, and you know, I remember the closest thing that I had to having a Wolverine figure like that was the, I believe it was Toy Biz, whenever they came out with theirs, and you could actually take the helmet off and it became a ring, which I tried to wear that thing everywhere I went until it got like too tight for my my fingers. But I love the way that this looks, and to finally have like a Jim Lee design Wolverine, it makes me really excited to see what they're doing in the future, you know, with the Cyclops and Colossus, and I'm just like, dude, give me all those Jim Lee design X-Men figures. I'll just buy them all up. So that line has me really excited since they're doing that. All right, so the next one that we got on the list here, went with the Matty Collector Thundercats Lino. Big fan of Thundercats. Matty Collector, they're not going to be doing Thundercats anymore, or the Masters of the Universe. That Masters of the Universe is going to be going over to Super 7. They're trying to get Thundercats as well. This is something that I really hope continues, because I want all the Thundercats. Like, I'll buy all the little Birtles, Birtle Bears, or whatever they call them. I'll buy all those little things, and you know, I'll buy any variants. You know, if they want to come out with the episode 1 where they're all naked or whatever, you know, I'll buy those. I want Thundercats. It deserves to have a line of some way, and I think the Four Horsemen did a fantastic job. Now, I will say that I think that Jackalman has better paint apps quality, or just more going on with him. That as far as just more impressive figure, I think Jackalman's a more impressive figure as far as, you know, sculpt and design, paint apps, and everything than Lino. But it goes back to Lino is the leader of the, you know, the good guys, the Thundercats. So that's why I decided to pick him here and be at number 11. But you can kind of see, I mean, still fantastic job, you know, with the sculpt with the, you know, his hair and everything. You can see the like darker wash in there, and all the little extra paint, the face sculpt and stuff like that. So everything looks really cool. All right, so the next one that I have up, you know, I'm going to have some Masters of the Universe in there. I always joked about, you know, how I wanted this line to die, you know, for years and years before I started collecting it. I was like, oh, let the line die. It's kind of a joke, because I thought that the way Matty Collector did their fans with their thermometers and all this other crap that they had going on, I thought it was a stupid business practice, and it was. And they decided not to do that, and then they ended up going out with a sub. And this is the Filmation HeMan, and this is just like he came out of the cartoon. And another thing that I was curious, whenever Matty said that they were going to stop this, and Super 7 was going to pick it up. They said that not only are they going to be doing the Ultimate figures like they are going to be doing for next year, 2017. I have those already pre-ordered and paid for, by the way, so I'll be reviewing those. But they're also going to be continuing on this Filmation series, which makes me extremely excited, because that's basically what I want. I want all the Filmation stuff, at least the cute characters. Characters that showed up for like 10 seconds or something like that, I don't need. But, you know, guys like him and Trapjaw and, you know, Beastman and, you know, Whiplash, you know, I want all those. Buzz Off, I need those. Anyways, He-Man, awesome figure. That's why he's here at number 10. Just beautiful. If you've ever seen the Filmation series, I don't know what you could say that, you know, anything that's wrong with him. Just everything looks great about him, so. All right, so the next one, oh, you are kind of the way over here. And going to be my first hot toy for the list. There's not really a whole lot for it, but the Kylo Ren. You know, I've ever since I saw the trailer for the Star Wars for the Force Awakens, Kylo Ren, from his lightsaber to hood, the mask, his whole kind of outfit and everything, I really liked it. You know, what still, you know, not knowing, you know, where he came from or anything like that. It was just, you know, just seeing the suit and everything I thought was pretty awesome. So I decided to, you know, pick up the Hot Toys, and we saw the movie, and I was like, you know, I guess I won't spoil it. You know, you should see the movie by now. But seeing where he came from, and you know, the whole outfit and everything, you know, I started collecting a lot of stuff Kylo Ren, and I like all the funny memes and stuff that people do of him, to where, you know, like make him like he's a super deformed, like chibi figure, and he's crying and stuff like that because he's whiny and stuff like. So I think it's funny, and it just makes me like the character even more. So that's why he's you know, here at that spot on the list. Some people might have thought he would have been higher, but that's where I have him, just because you got other great figures. So bringing in another Thundercat. As far as you know, one of the best sculpts is Mumra here. And, you know, paint job, everything. I like the way that they did the bandages, to where they had it wrapped around part of the body, but then they have, you know, some hanging off and streaming and connected in different places. He actually came with 2 different capes, so one that's a little bit more closed up. I like this one, to where it's a little bit more flowing. It's easier for me to, you know, pop the hood on there too. But incredible looking figure, especially whenever you look at that face sculpt. If you've ever seen the cartoon, that looks amazing. You know, those big red eyes. You can see the white teeth and the black in between. So, yeah, that's why I got him here at number 8. I'll just pull these guys over here. All right, so number 7. You know, she beat out Wolverine. She beat out a lot of people, just because. I love Rogue, but at the same time, this is one of the, again, most beautiful figures as far as 6-inch that I've seen. You know, with, you know, you have this metallic green paint here. You have the belt where it's not molded on, to where it's actually kind of, you know, loose on here, so she can have it to the side, and or you can do it whichever side you want. I think that looks really good. These, you know, separate the way you can bend the knees and stuff. The jacket, where it's kind of a crop jacket, I thought looks really good. The hair, bandana, the eyes and lips. I think that just the sculpt of the face is beautiful. So just really, really cool looking figure. You see the X over there. So, and her and Psylocke were probably my favorite, you know, females from the X-Men. So I'm really, you know, a Jim Lee design again. Can't wait for a Jim Lee design Psylocke. So, but move on to the next one. That is, I guess, not my only one. I got the Hot Toys Kylo Ren in here. I had to make a replacement. Like I said, I had the Scarif Stormtrooper squad leader at number 16, but I had to bump him out because I moved someone else higher up on the list. But Ahsoka, she is going to be at number 6. I absolutely love this character. You know, this is my favorite Star Wars character, just because I loved her in the Clone Wars, seeing her grow up from a young Padawan to where she would just rush into anything. She'd always get in trouble. You know, and it took her a lot to learn, to where she grew and grew and grew, and you know, to become a Jedi. And then, you know, they betrayed her, and like no one stood behind her and stuff like that. You know, towards the end of the Clone Wars, which has been out for a long time, so I don't think I'm spoiling anything. She appears back in Rebels. This is for that Rebels design, so she's a much older Ahsoka than the young teenager or kid that we saw in the Clone Wars. I wouldn't mind having either one, but just to finally have an Ahsoka in this 6-inch line, I think it took way too long, but once we finally got it, it was a really, really nice figure. The only problem that I have, you know, was, you know, kind of standing her on her shoes and stuff like that. But looking at the face sculpt the tattoo and everything. Everything looks clean. You can see all the extra paint. They put a lot of love into this figure. I think that they knew that she was a fan favorite, and they better get her right. So down to the lightsabers and everything, all the extra additional paint apps that she got that a lot of the other figures don't get. They knew that they better get her right. Otherwise, you know, we riot. So Ahsoka looking beautiful. All right, and then number 5, I'm going to go with another Play Arts figure. This was a really nice figure, but again, you know, selected on size and also character. Big fan of Lara Croft, and this is the Play Arts Kai Rise of the Tomb Raider Lara Croft. Very nice all the way over, you know, the paint, you know, the, you know, different designs and mold. She comes with quite a few weapons here, so you can see the bow. You got her pistol over here, you can take it out. You got a knife over here you can take out. You got you got all, you know, all these arrows. You got her 2 little, I forget what they're called, little ice picks or whatever you want to call them, where she grabs onto stuff. But yeah, really nice figure. Let's bring this down so you can see the face sculpt. Just it looks great, and you know, she's got like dirt and stuff. You know, it's not, you know, not. I do clean my figures, but this is supposed to look like this, you know, with the dirt and everything like that. So you can see her brown eyes and everything. The lips, you know, they look good. It looks like they got a little bit of gloss to it. Just all types of detail on her. You can see all the different, you know, paint apps. Even the gun, you know, has, you know, a lot going on. Nice. You can take out. So really like this figure. So it was a good figure, but I also, you know, main selection and why she made it to where she did was because of, you know, character and you know, size. You know, I like the bigger figures and stuff like that. So all right, so here we are at number 4, and that's going to be the Filmation Skeletor. Just basically kind of the same thing that I mentioned with He-Man. You know, why I'm selecting him, but you know, this guy, if you look at that face, everything about him looks like he just jumped out of the Filmation cartoon, which I absolutely love. It's my favorite part about this, you know, Masters of the Universe collection, and just it excites me to see where this could go, and I'm glad that they're continuing it. But Skeletor, I've always kind of been a bigger villains fan than the good guys fan. I don't know why that is, but you know, again, you know, I like good guys like Ahsoka and you know, yeah, He-Man as well. But I always like Skeletor. So, anyways, you know, moving on. Kind of mentioned, you know, said all I wanted to say when I was looking at He-Man. All right, the one that I have at number 3, and the one that I didn't have on my Galactic Gumbo top 16 because someone brought him up, and I was like, wait, he came out. And I forgot to put them on there because I actually bought them from website that I usually don't buy stuff from, so I forgot to go look there. But is Masterpiece Shockwave. So yes, some Transformers are on here. It wasn't just going to be Takara Fort Max. You know, I did pick up quite a few Transformers 2016, but you know, just so many great toys of 2016. And I'm already looking at what's coming out in 2017. And I'm like, man, I could already make a top 16 list for 2017 out of just the stuff that's projected to be out. But this guy, he's awesome. You know, to have a proper one, he's one that I didn't know if we would get an official one because of, you know, he was originally a toy box toy, and I don't know, you know, how the licensing would work with that and everything. So, but apparently they were able to get it done, and I think that as far as this guy and all the different third-party Shockwaves out there, and I've had the fans toys whenever it first came out. I think that this one is hands down the best. You know, well, again, you know, this my opinion. If yours is different, you know, that's fine. You know, and just like your list is probably going to be completely different than mine as well. But these are my top 16 figures that I actually bought. There are some that have come out in 2016 that I haven't got picked up, or they haven't been shipped to me yet, like Masterpiece Inferno. More than likely he'd make it on this list somewhere, but he hasn't got here at my doorstep, or the Batwing. So those are probably going to be included in my 2017 list if they do make the list. All right, so number 2, I've got Masterpiece Ironhide. I see him in the G1 cartoon more than I do Shockwave, and also just all the little accessories that you get here with him and the sled, I think is amazing. So this is the reason why he went 2 instead of number 3 like Shockwave, is because the accessories, the playability, and if you remember the G1 toy, it was just total crap. Like, you got the sled with, the little couple little guns on it, and then the robot of Ironhide and Ratchet. You could have put either one here at this number 2. I just decided to go with Ironhide. That it was just a horrible toy. And they had no head. Like, they had a little face that would show through their windshield, which was, like, weird looking. But it was just a crappy toy. No one wanted the Ironhide and Ratchet toys, when we were younger. But now to finally have a masterpiece, and, aesthetic-wise, I like it. The head, I think, looks great. And to have something that can go from what we saw, and it looks like, from the G1 cartoon, and transform into that van. I believe it was like a Toyota van, if I'm not mistaken, and it looked accurate as well. And then you come out with, the accessories and the sled here on the side for us. A lot of little fan service went into this, and I definitely appreciate it. So I think that they did a fantastic job with him. So that's why I put him at number 2. And number 1, this is not just probably number 1 for 2016, but probably number 1 for my entire collection. If I was going to sell everything in my collection and keep one thing, it would be this guy right here. And that is the Batman Hot Toys, Michael Keaton, from Batman Returns. And this thing is incredible. I believe it's got light up features down here too. I just don't. Yeah, it's got little lights here. So it does have light up features to where I could move these and adjust them to kind of point at them. But I usually don't keep the stuff in the batteries in the electronic area. But just a perfect version of Batman. Let's see. Yeah, I took the batteries out. There's a little on and off switch back there, but cape, great, and then just kind of open it up and kind of see everything here. That'd be a cool pose too, to have them out like that. Take up a lot of room, but I absolutely love this guy with this little rubber suit and everything. The eyes, you can actually take off the back and adjust his eyes to where he's looking all different places and stuff. The face, just so accurate, and try to get that in so you can see how accurate this face looks. I mean, I'm seeing Michael Keaton there. I've seen the film, well over 100 times, probably over 200, but I love it. I need a Hot Toys Danny DeVito Penguin and Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman for sure, to have these 3 together. You got little magnets and stuff like that, so this can go somewhere. There you go. So anyways, that is my number 1 on my list. So I know this video was long, but had several things to talk about here. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.